Hi, John.
Bob Saget, we are talking all about Nashville Squares, which airs Friday, November 1st here in the Twin Cities at 7 p.m. Tell us about the show.
Yeah, it's amazing I'm even doing it, right? It's like Nashville Squares, Saget, why is he hosting that? Well, one, I've hosted a lot, and then two, I've been doing country music in my stand-up for 30 years. I've always written country music. I know a lot of country people. I love all music. I mean, they have the same producers have hip-hop squares over on VH1, and it's all owned by Viacom, so they decided to let's do country version. So Nashville Squares, and they were going like, I said, what? Sorry, I'm having an ear problem. They refused to fix it. I need my ear holes are too big. You ever had that problem? I'm glad they don't put them in the nostril. That was the 80s. But
Definitely.
But what happened is, I'm a free-form guy. So I was offered Hollywood Squares over the years, and my friend Tom Bergeron did it. And I was doing two other shows at the same time anyway. And I like less scripted. So, and the people are, Tanya Tucker's there, and, a lot of people are there. I mean, Gary Busey's making sounds, throughout. And Bill Engvall, my friend, and a bunch of people, Fortune Feimster and Lonnie Love, and a lot of really great people, and a bunch of country artists that are just, I'm looking for them right now because there's so many people on the show. Marie Osmond was there, Presley Tucker, Catherine Bach, and Tom Wopat had a face-off of the Dukes of Hazzard today. So that's something you might want to watch. Oh yeah, no pickup trucks came through the wall, but it was really a fun show to do. We did a whole bunch of them, and the first night, which is tomorrow, I believe, where you are, is on at 7 o'clock, and they're running 2 episodes back to back. And it's just me, I'm reading rules. I have to read what the rules are. I have to repeat the question. It's like Miss America. Why do you want to help the world? Well, I want to help the world because you have to, put the beginning of the question at the top. And I did some of that, but the rest of it's just ad lib. It's a lot of fun and games. It's just people having fun. And that's what I'm trying to do with my stand-up, too. I'm on tour for a long time till I get my new special out, which I'm excited about. I'll need some tape. I got big ear holes. I never knew that. Or maybe they put a small thing. See, they put a thing in your ear. You see that? That's a little thing. I just need to put a bigger thing on it, but I've been told that before. See, that's the kind of joke I do on Nashville Squares that's not suitable for morning TV.
Who's your favorite country artist?
I got a lot. I'm drawing a blank on my favorite. Oh, come on, he's the best. He's got long hair and he sings with his wife. And you know him. Yeah, come on, he's the best country artist that's alive right now. I mean, I love Garth, and I love Taylor, who really branched into more pop. Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton is at present my favorite country artist. And then there's artists that are that crossover. You got your Brad Paisley, and you got Kenny Chesney, Kenny Chase Lounge, which is always nice to have. You get it at Kenny Shoes, but I have a lot. I mean, when you hear a beautiful voice and you hear just a heartfelt song. I mean, I wrote a song that's on Nashville Squares called "Corn's My Meat" because it's about being a vegan, and it's sitting in a thing about dogs and trucks, goats and chickens and pigs and ducks. Some on a farm, some you want to eat, but I'm a vegan, so corn's my meat. See that? That's what I write.
How'd you learn how to play?
I started playing guitar when I was 11, and then I always did it in my stand-up. I used to be just a guitar act. And then as I got older, I just learned to be a stand-up. And it took me 10 years of struggling, and then 10 years of getting it right. And now I'm on tour as much as possible. You can go to my thing and find out where I'm going, or go anywhere and find out. And I just love stand-up, and it brings people together. And I do country songs. It was a natural fit. It was literally a phone call. And I said, yeah, I'd do that. Who's making it? And they told me, and I said, these are great guys. And CMT is, it's in the Viacom group, and they really are building it. And you know as well as I do, when you're interviewing a bunch of people that are on TV shows, you go, what network? What streaming service? It's like, I never heard of that. And next thing you know, it's the #1 show on streaming. And It can come from anywhere. So I'm looking forward to people seeing this.
Yeah, speaking of streaming, Benjamin, your new show that's on Hulu, tell us about that.
Yeah, that was a really wonderful experience. It was very hard. It was a 15-day shoot. We had a low budget. We had great people in it. That was Rob Corddry and Kevin Pollak and Sherry O'Terry and Marilyn Rice Cub, and just really good people. And so that started on Redbox, which people on Redbox, why do you want to sell it on Redbox? Well, because it made its money, and they have 48 million subscribers, and they started digital streaming, and now a new guy came in, and they want to be the next Netflix, and if you got hundreds of millions of dollars, nobody can tell you can't be, because the world's all different. And now it's on Hulu. It's a Hulu pick, which I don't know how long that'll be, and then it'll go to, in a few weeks it goes to iTunes, then it goes Comcast, it goes everywhere. It goes all over the place. So, for a low budget movie, I just wanted as many people to see it as possible. And some people love it because they get it. And then a couple other people, would say mean things, but who doesn't? I just block them.
Exactly.
I work hard on stuff and hope it works. It doesn't always, I'm not always an A. Sometimes I give myself a C for things, but I do the best I can. And I love directing. I'm working on directing something. I'm directing a documentary about Martin Mull right now, who did all comedy music back in the day when I was starting out. But this thing, I really think it's going to make people happy. I mean, it's just a party, and it's got trivia questions. You try to guess the answers, but nobody really cares. You got Indy race car driver Kyle Busch there, and I met him in a restaurant months before. We exchanged numbers, and then he texts me 2 days before Nashville Squares comes on and says, "Hey, I'll see you at Nashville Squares." I went, "What? What's going on here?" So it was really kind of fun, that I'm able to.
Very
and
cool.
in success, we'll have everybody. We might even shoot it in Nashville. So we'll see what happens.
I've seen the show. You do a great job. It's a really funny show. And next time you're in the Twin Cities, you definitely have to stop by the studio. We're putting that in writing.
Let's put it in writing. Let's do that.
Bob Saget, thank you so much for taking the time. I could talk to you all day, but I know you got to go. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to me. I wish I could talk to you all day, too. I'll be over your house later.